Sophie Muturi, is a seasoned finance and governance expert with over 38 years of diverse experience spanning a public service accounting, non-governmental organizations, corporate boards, and international development work. Secondly, CPA Abdullahi Muhammad Abdi is a finance and governance practitioner with 22 years of experience, especially in the non-governmental organization sector and financial management. He has served in different capacities in diverse operational and leadership roles that include serving as an accountant and finance administrator and a manager at the Womankind Kenya, a senior relationship manager at Yes Bank, amongst others. Mr. Speaker, we also found that Beatrice Koskei is a legal expert with over 34 years of progressive experience in public service and corporate governance. She is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya and holds a Master's of Law degree specializing in commercial and cooperative law. Finally, Mr. Speaker, we found that Mr. David Simpson Osawa Owor is an IT and fintech professional with over 15 years of experience in digital and technology across the continent of Africa. Mr. Speaker, with this, I want to end by requesting the House to agree with the finding of the committee, which recommends that the Senate approves the nomination of FCPA Sophie Muturi, CPA Abdullahi Muhammad Abdi, MS Beatrice Koskei, and Mr. David Simpson Osawa for appointment as members of the board of the Central Bank of Kenya. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, I wish to request the senators to approve the report of the Joint Committee on the approval hearing of the said persons and move and request the, let me see the members who are around, yes, and request, Mr. Speaker, the distinguished specially elected Senator Esther Okenyori, who is in a tete-a-tete, to second this motion.
Senator Esther Okenyori.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I wish to second.
Honorable Senators, I propose the question that the Senate adopts the joint report of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning of the National Assembly and the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget of the Senate on the approval hearing of the nominees for appointment to the board of the Central Bank of Kenya, then on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 6 May 2025, and that pursuant to Section 11(2) of the Central Bank of Kenya Act and Section 82 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, the Senate approves the appointment of the following nominees as members of the board of Central Bank of Kenya. 1. FCPA Sophie Muturi. 2. CPA Abdullahi Muhammad Abdi. 3. Ms. Beatrice Koskei. And 4. Mr. David Simpson Osawa Owor. We have on my screen, there are several senators interested to maybe contribute, and I open now this session for contributions to this motion. I will start with the Senator Gloria, okay. Senator Tom Ojienda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the board of the Central Bank of Kenya and the nominees to the board play a very important role in this country, and in contributing, in seconding the nominations of the board members. It is important to note, Mr. Speaker, that the board of the bank, chaired by Senior Advocate Andrew Musangi, is a board that makes determination on key issues, Mr. Speaker, that affect this country. And therefore, it is important, Mr. Speaker, that this afternoon Senate has indeed made the approval, and the threshold of integrity and of stature that was considered by the committee, Mr. Speaker, is important in all these approvals. Mr. Speaker, I think that the Senate committee that sat to hear the members and to consider all memoranda has done a good job, and this is how committees should work. That when there are Kenyans who apply to positions of influence and of a national nature, such as that of the board of the Central Bank, Mr. Speaker, we ensure that individuals that are nominated to these positions are individuals with stature, and not individuals that will bend the rules in making approvals as required by the mandate of the institution. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senior Counsel. Next is Senator Cherargei Samson.
Mr. Speaker, just since this is a procedural motion, I want to congratulate the Committee of Finance and Budget and Senator Sen.Khalwale, who was
Senator Cherargei, this is not a procedural motion.
It looks like
a very weighty matter, appointing members to the board of the Central Bank of Kenya.
Okay.
It's not a weighty matter. It is not a procedural motion, but a very weighty matter. Appointing members of the board to oversee how our economy is performing and how also the performance of the Central Bank of Kenya.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for that guidance. I said it looks like because, Mr. Speaker, as you can see the mood of the House, many people felt that we dispense of, I think, for the following reasons, Mr. Speaker. One, I want to thank Senator Sen.Khalwale for moving this ably motion, and for the well done. And the Committee of Finance and Budget, my brother, the principal and party leader of UDM, and the Senator of Mandera, Mr. Speaker, for the good job done, the members of Finance and Budget. And I'm happy, Mr. Speaker, this is one of the committees that has continued to define the role of the Senate, especially apart from, of course, yours truly, the Committee of County Public Accounts Committee. One of the critical committees is Finance and Budget. I know they are busy with fourth basis generation, and I am aware also the Committee on Devolution and Health, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, secondly, I am happy and thank Senator Sen.Khalwale for the good job that he has ably moved on behalf of the committee, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, going through the names, Mr. Speaker, and I'm surprised that I want to advise Senator Sen.Khalwale in future, Mr. Speaker, that when you take a position, you don't retreat unless there is something special. Because over the weekend, Mr. Speaker, I endorsed his position on my ex-handle. And I'm surprised that today he has retreated from the position he had over the weekend, Mr. Speaker, when he was in some funeral in Kakamega County. I hope in future he must stick to that position, Mr. Speaker, so that he can. He had insisted that the Ministry of Interior is incompetent and he must resign. But today, after tete with a cup of tea and mandazi in the office, he has retreated, Mr. Speaker. But that is the beyond. Mr. Speaker, that was on a lighter touch.
There is a point of order from Senator Sen.Khalwale. What is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I rise understanding order number 105, and without wasting too much time, let it be on record that
is your point of order. You don't,
that the honorable member is misleading the House. It is on record, Mr. Speaker, that I was the first parliamentarian to call for the sacking of President Ruto's ministers, and I started with Moses Kuria. I went on to Linturi, and now I've arrived to Murkomen. I have not withdrawn, but Murkomen had the courtesy of calling me, Mr.
So
Speaker.
what is the point of order? You know,
That
we
is
must
misleading
have
the
some
House,
record,
Mr.
you
Speaker,
know.
105. Let the
I'm
record
not
be clear.
giving you time just to give you a statement
Yes,
which
Mr.
are
Speaker.
not on the point of order that you are raising against the...
Yes,
What-
he's misleading the House.
Senator-
If
Senator-
I don't set it straight, petty things that touch on integrity, like taking mandasi, I have never stepped in an office of any minister of this government
But I'm trying,
since I
what
came
is
to
your
this
point
House.
of order, Senator Mboni?
He is misleading the House, Mr. Speaker. Can he withdraw
Yes, that's
and
the way to
apologize for misleading the country that Khalwale can be compromised? No, that is my brand.
Senator Cherargei,
Mr.
you have
Speaker,
heard what your colleague has
I have heard.
insinuated.
Mr. Speaker, but you know, Kakamega is my neighboring county, and
So
I know
can you
they
really
love tea.
substantiate that what the Senator Boni has arranged you have seen?
No, Mr. Speaker, on the part of chai and mandazi, I can withdraw that part. Because from his speech, even in point of order standing on the 105, he has insisted that he has never retreated on what he said in Kakamega, that the minister must resign or he should be fired. So I agree with that part. But you know, also it brings me conflict of interest because they are my neighbors and I know they love tea. But anyway, that's a conversation we can have in future. Mr. Speaker, I want to, under Article 10 of the Constitution, I'm happy the names, and he will become the governor of Kakamega. Mr. Speaker, I want to agree with the names. Looking at the names with the clans, with this obsession of tribalism and anything, I can see this is the face of Kenya. I want to thank the chairman, my brother, Captain, Mr. Speaker, for this, because you see Sophie Muturi, CP Abdulhai, Mohammed Abdi, Beatrice Kosgei, and David Simpson Osawa Owor. This is the face of Kenya. We want every board. Mr. Speaker, it is sad, and I wish the chair of cohesion was here, that there are some boards in this country that they can converse in their local dialect. They can do Zoom meetings in their local dialect, Mr. Speaker. This central bank CBK board, as per Section 10 of CBK Act of Article 491, Laws of Kenya, of what Senator Professor Tom Ojienda taught me in law school in Moi University, the Speaker is very critical. Under Article 10 on principles of values and national good governance, we must see the face of Kenya. And I'm happy for the first time. We must, Mr. Speaker, I want to challenge the Committee of National Cohesion and Integrity to give us the ethnic arithmetic and combination of the boards that we have in this country, the sagas that we have in this country. If you will see, Mr. Speaker, I will be shocked. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy that finally the TSC CEO position has been finally advertised, Mr. Speaker. TSC was becoming the face of ineptitude, inefficiency, moribancy, Mr. Speaker, and the face of corruption. Where politicians were dishing employment letters of TSC in FinRolls and in other forums, Mr. Speaker. It was embarrassing. Mr. Speaker, we must run boards professionally, within the law, with integrity. We don't want boards, Mr. Speaker, that run, and I hope as they recruit the new CEO of Teacher Service Commission, we should get somebody of integrity, and I'm happy the chairperson of education is seated in the House. Let us get the correct person, a person of integrity. We don't want like the current CEO who has been the face of inefficient. Teachers now, Mr. Speaker, are suffering. In fact, the insurance, health insurance, they can't. Mr. Speaker, just like the police. And I'm happy there are teachers in this House, Mr. Speaker, like Senator Ogola. I think a number of people have been teachers, Mr. Speaker. That is why boards must be constituted in a proper, in integrity manner. Section 10 of CBK Act is very clear. Mr. Speaker, we have seen banks declaring devilish and unholy profits after every financial year, without telling us how much are they paying to Kenya Revenue Authority. We have seen, Mr. Speaker, to take bank loans in this country. And members of parliament will tell you this, who are seated here. It is not a walk in the park. It goes even, I was speaking to a businessman the other day somewhere, Mr. Speaker, and he was telling me he took a bank loan at 14% of a certain bank, but they renegotiated it, become expensive 21%. And that is why even in parliamentary circle, where I have the board director, most of members of parliament take our loans because it's more cheaper than commercial banks. What is happening? Because when you hear Equity Bank, you hear Standard Bank, you hear Barclays Bank, or it's called ABSA, They are declaring 20 billion, 80 billion, 100 billion pre-tax. Mr. Speaker, I want to challenge the board in the oversight role. They must tell us what business are banks doing when Kenyans cannot do business. What are they doing? Unless they are doing money laundering, Mr. Speaker. Even microfinance, like what to credit, Mr. Speaker. The regulator, which is CBK, must look at some of these people, what to credit. There are a number of who give loans, small loans, Mr. Speaker, to the motorbikes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's very unfortunate. Are you aware, I even call, there is one famous in our villages, there is one that they come and take your cow, your sofa sets, your TV. There is a microfinance that is run mostly by women. Even they take the roof, Mr. Speaker, under the supervision of the police. Where I come from, Mr. Speaker, families are breaking down because of the poor regulation mechanism by central bank. Mr. Speaker, marriages are breaking down. The strength of a society and a nation is a strong family. It is called Kenya Women. I think that's the title. They come and take everything. They take your clothes, they take your bed, the roof, the TV, the cows, everything, Mr. Speaker. And even the shoes. But I know when you go to Migori, Mr. Speaker, no one wants to wear the shoe after the incident that happened over the weekend. And I saw Senator Professor Tom Ojienda on the ground. He will tell me in camera what really happened, Mr. Speaker. So they take everything. We must be told when what to credit. You have been told, Mr. Speaker, that a number of young men take loan to buy motorbike. But you end up paying that motorbike to even 350,000 4 times. Under what to credit. And when they realize, Mr. Speaker, you're almost finishing paying for that border. That motorbike, Mr. Speaker, they come, that border disappears mysteriously. Mr. Speaker, we must be told this board is challenged to do their work of oversight so that we don't give microfinance entities unlicensed and checkered a free hand to stifle and frustrate the small businesses in this country, Mr. Speaker. I know of a number even here in Nairobi, in Nandi. Most of the young men who are in border sector call me daily and ask me, Mheshimiwa, I had taken some money, I had taken a loan to buy a motorbike from what to credit. Before I finish my last installment, the motorbike disappeared. And when they report to police station, to our police, they collude, Mr. Speaker. No one is arrested. Same to Kenya Women, Mr. Speaker. Somebody comes and, you know, us, in our respect, we are equated to cows, Mr. Speaker. In my culture, you are equated. Somebody like Kenya Women comes and drives away a cow worth 120,000 Kenyan shillings, Mr. Speaker. In our local language, they say, it is equated, Mr. Speaker. It is equated to the respect, and somebody comes and take it over, Mr. Speaker. I want to challenge, Mr. Speaker, on the issue of oversight of the board. As you have said, they must reign on these microfinance entities. They must reign on these commercial banks. Mr. Speaker, it was sad, as I conclude, you saw the devolution committee